Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Norton. So today, this week we've been working on addition story problems, right? And you've made some ones in Seesaw, which have been kind of fun to create your own, I thought. So now is our next step to try to show all that you know and all that you've learned this year with addition. Okay? So here is our story up here. It says, Peter has 5 pens. His brother gives him 4 more. How many pens does he have in total? So when you hear words like more, when you hear words like total, those are telling you that we're adding things. We're putting 2 different groups, one group being 5 pens from Peter, and the other group being 4 pens from his brother. And we're putting them together. So that's what addition is, right? We're taking 2 groups and putting them together. It's the most important thing I want you to get out of this unit. So, but here's the next challenge. The next layer is showing me that understanding on a number line, showing me in a picture, showing me in, I'm forgetting the name of that. It'll come to me. Showing me in a 10 frame, and then showing me an equation. I told you last week in one of my mini lessons that an equation is just a fancy word for addition sentence, okay? And then your answer would go down here. Answer, and then it's blank, and then it says pens. Okay, now there's a little bonus down here, okay, but I'll get to that at the end. All right, so I'm just going to go through this step by step with you, okay? So you put your name at the top. Okay, and you don't have to do the date, but it's the 22nd of April. All right, so Peter has 5 pens. I think what I would like to do first is actually draw the picture instead of doing the number line, even though the number line's there, okay? So 5 pens. So I'm not going to do fancy. I'm just going to do, sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I want, I could put a little tip on my pen. Kind of look like crayons, but that's okay. We don't have to be master artists here for this math. So, but notice how I put it in one group. Now the other group, and you might even want to circle these numbers. 5 pens, 4 more. It doesn't say 4 pens, but we can assume when they say more that it's pens. Assume means that we can figure it out, okay? And they want us to understand that. So then I'm going to do 4 more, just like it told me to. These are a little tinier, but again, we're not being professional artists. We're getting it done. Okay, this is get it done drawing. So now I might go back and look at that number line. Okay, so if I have 5 pens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 pens, I'm going to start at the 5. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pens. So I need to go how many up the number line? How many hops? 4, yes, and I'm going to go up the number line because I'm going up the number line means I'm adding more on to my number. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hops lands me on what number? Yes, number 9. So my answer is 9. Okay. All right, now here is a part whole. Okay. So the whole we just figured out was how many altogether? Yep, we've got 9 altogether. So now they want to know what the parts are that got us to that whole. So see how we're doing the same thing, but we're just looking at it from a different lens, a different way. That's what's really important about math. It's not just that 5 plus 4 equals 9. That's not the important part. It's how do we get to that answer? And how can we get to that answer in different ways? All right, so here's a third way. First way was to actually draw the picture. Second way was the number line, and now this. Okay. All right, so what was the first part? 5, they told us, 5 pens. They said Peter had 5 pens. And then they said the brother had how many? Yeah, 4. So our answers are right here, boys and girls. Even though this seems tricky and weird and new, actually the answers are right here. The whole is the answer. A part is your first drawing. The other part is your second drawing. Okay, so that number went here, and this number went here. When you're doing this worksheet, you don't have to draw those lines though, okay? All right, now that we have these numbers, I'm going to move up my paper. We need to remember these numbers. Okay, we're going to use these parts to build our number or addition equation. Say equation. Okay, good. So equation is what? Just another way of saying an addition sentence. Okay, so we write sentences with words and we write addition math sentences with numbers. They're just both sentences. But another word is equation. All right, so the first part is what? Yeah, 5. So I'm going to write a 5 here. And what was the other part? Yeah, 4. So 5 pens and 4 pens. And what are we doing? We're putting them together because they asked us at the beginning of the story how many in total. So when it's total, we know we're adding. That means we're going to make a plus sign. Say plus. Good. So read this equation with me. 5 plus 4 equals, what was it? What was our whole up here? What did our number line land on? See how we can get the answers in different ways? Yeah, it was 9. Really good. So you're going to put 9 here. Okay? So again, let's reread this equation. 5 plus 4 equals 9. Good job. So we've done this a bunch since we've been working on the addition unit. And so you're probably pretty comfortable with that. You're probably pretty comfortable with the number line. You should be comfortable with drawing the picture, although you've been drawing with pictures in Seesaw. This is new. This part is new. But I'm sure it makes sense to you. All right, now this part is not new. We've been doing this since the very beginning of the year. Okay, we started out with 5 frames, then we went to move to 10 frames, and now we actually have a 20 frame here, right? Because we've got 2 10 frames. So how would we do this? I'm going to have to get 2 different colored markers. Let's see. I don't have my markers ready to go. Shame on you, Mrs. Norton. Oh, there you go. There was right behind me. So I'm going to start with one of my favorite colors, pink. So how many pens in the first group? 5. So I'm just going to color in that whole first row because I remember the top row of a 10 frame has 5. I don't have to, or you could count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the more strategies you can use, the better, boys and girls. Okay? All right, so I've got 5, and then the next group was how many pens? 4 pens. Yep. So I'm going to color in 4, and I'm just going to do that fast, kind of get it done style. All right, so this is, again, in a 10 frame, I'm showing you 5 plus 4 equals 9. And one of my afternoon students said, well, I know that this is quickly 9 because it's 1 is not colored in and 1 less than 10 is 9. So again, there's just lots of different ways of looking at numbers. All right, so what is our answer? There it is right there. There it is right here in our 10 frame. There it is here. There it is here. So we're just going to officially put the answer down here. 9 pens. Good. So that's how you're going to fill out this homework. I'm going to give you a couple of these, okay, this week. Just one today. And so that you can get better at this, okay? This is work that you will be asked to do again and again, showing your knowledge of addition in multiple ways. All right, now here's the fun part. If you want to, there's a bonus. It says there are 8 red apples and 6 green apples. How many apples are there all together? So they gave you just a little bit of space, so you can't do the pictures and all that jazz. What would you choose with this amount of space to do? Think about it. Yeah, I think you're right. I think only a number sentence or equation would fit in here. And then you write your answer here. Maybe you could draw a small picture, 8 red apples and 6 green apples. You could do that too. So that would just be a choice to extend the activity if you want. All right, boys and girls, feel free to rewatch this video as many times as you want while you're doing your work. And you can pause it, do one part and pause it, and listen to it, and then pause it and continue like that to help you do this worksheet since it's so new. Okay? Really the only thing that's new is this part whole. Everything else should be familiar, but you're kind of doing it in a different way. All right, good luck. I know you can do it.